Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Cardano analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone. Oh my, Krisha, I can sense some excitement in you. You are very eager to get this analysis going, eh?
Yeah, I am. Like, Cardano is actually looking so beautiful, and this is it. This is how it was so perfect. This chart has been so perfect. I covered it just day before yesterday, and believe it or not, we were sitting right against support. Okay, at $1.01. And it was hovering there. It was not like it had that bounce. It was just after I wrapped up that video, we actually saw that follow through to the upside. But what was so beautiful about this chart, Sean, is how well it's been playing up against its regions of support and resistance. Like, it is perfect, textbook perfect.
Cardano has been the most beautiful chart to be playing ever since I think Chainlink was all the way back last year, right? And hey, that's what we do at Mango. We just play the easy, beautiful trends, and usually the strongest performing assets do have the most beautiful trends. So Cardano has definitely been one of the stronger ones in the crypto space with Bitcoin right alongside. So hey, let's go ahead and get started with the weekly, Krisha.
Boom. We're actually going to get started off with the Mango dashboard, Sean, because I actually want to see what the dashboard is telling us, okay? So Mango dashboard for Cardano. Okay, I'm currently on that daily time frame, and I'm going to go ahead and filter out Cardano from the list. All right. Now, Cardano USDT switch long. We got a long trend change on this 4 hours ago, Sean. 4 hours ago.
Interesting.
Okay, and if you took trade on this, you are already up. Okay, but check this out. Cardano BTC also gave us a long trend change yesterday.
And that's so interesting.
Yeah.
That's so interesting because we've been looking at Cardano BTC in the Mango Seed program for a few days now. In fact, that's exactly what I was talking about in the video we did from the beach, right, Krisha? We talked about that falling channel on Cardano BTC that is looking like it could lead to Cardano USD having a massive move. Right? That's where we got a hint from. And now we're seeing Cardano outperform on the Bitcoin pairing and also put in new highs on the USD pairing. So It's getting exciting.
It is. But for those of you who actually took a trade on Cardano BTC, okay, based off the Mango dashboard, you are currently up 10.85% since yesterday. So that's a really nice move considering we have a 24-hour window there. Now let's get on over to the chart, Sean. Okay, we're going to first start off with a weekly time frame, and then we're going to drill down onto those lower time frames. Alrighty, okay. But just a quick heads up to everyone watching, we will not be covering the Bitcoin pairing today. Okie dokes. So let's get in. So Sean, I'm on the weekly, okay, and I have the Mango dynamic just opened up on my chart. And this is something that I'd noticed from my last video, okay, from day before yesterday, was that the last time I looked at the dynamic, and this is something that I told everyone, I'm like, the dynamic is still green. And so far, it's done a splendid job of catching the entirety of many of the altcoin moves. And that's like a really key observation that I've made. And so far, I told them, as long as this stays green, there's a good chance that we actually rally from here. All right, so what we saw was such a classic play. Dynamic is green. We're seeing that slope slowly edge up, okay? And price is sitting right up against major weekly supports at $1.01.
Yep. And Krisha, I think it was I think a month ago or maybe around 3 weeks ago that you sent out an email to everyone on our newsletter. We don't send out emails too often, but you did post the weekly Cardano. I'm pretty sure it was the dynamic indicator on there as well. And you said, hey guys, just keep it Mango. Right? You don't need to stress out. The easiest way to catch these big moves and stay stress free is to watch the higher time frames, right? Correct. And look at that, Krisha. We have that people are panicking on Cardano, asking every day, why is it dumping? Why is it dumping? Why aren't we going up? Why isn't it pumping? And Cardano at the time hadn't even put in a higher low on the weekly time frame. People are getting so impatient. I mean, you look at this now on the weekly time frame, look at the context. or look at the chart through this perspective, you can see that, hey, patience is being rewarded. We did not even put in a high or low, and people were stressing out.
Yeah, so for those people that had a long-term horizon for Cardano, okay, it made, because the trend was still intact, there was no reason to sell, especially if you're playing it against USD. Now, I particularly, when I was playing Cardano, okay, now a lot of you know that my invalidation point was actually at $1.15, right? And as soon as we lost that, I got out. Okay, these are my rules. I'm playing it against Bitcoin, and my entire motive here is to preserve my Bitcoin. Okay, now that we've taken out that $1.15 region, I think Cardano is likely, I mean, just look at this chart, Sean. We're almost testing the highs right now on the weekly. Okay, so I think that this is about to pick up more strength. Okay,
Yes, definitely.
I may get back into a trade on this, but I like this. I like this picture so far.
So I want to touch on that a little bit, Krisha, what you talked about in terms of taking out your profits because you're trading against Bitcoin.
Yes.
So when we look at things like the high time frames, the weekly and the monthly, for the benefit of the users and benefit of ourselves too, to understand the overall trend. By the way, guys, go ahead and check out the stream I did yesterday, especially for those of you who are really interested in learning how to trade the bigger picture and trade the trend, be in the trade for a longer period of time and not get shooken out of your trades. Go ahead and check out yesterday's stream. I do touch on a few trend concepts that may be educational or may be interesting for many of you, and it's definitely educational for all of you. That being said, Krisha, it's really important for people to understand and really write down on a paper so they don't forget. My goal for Cardano is to catch as much of the move as possible because I have a long-term perspective on this, right? I have a long-term horizon. If you confuse your short-term goals with your long-term goals, you're going to get shook out of your trades by looking at the lower time frames, because people are saying, hey, I'm bullish on Cardano for the long term, but then they're looking at the 1 hour time frame. You cannot do that. If you're bullish long-term, you have to be looking at the weekly and the monthlies, guys. Maybe not the monthly for an altcoin, right? But if you're that bullish, look at the monthly. Look at the monthly.
Exactly. It's going to pay. It's going to keep you in the trend. Okay, and so far this trend looks like it wants to see continuation to the upside. Now, I'm going to actually go ahead and turn on my Ichimoku cloud very quickly. I just want to see where we are up against the cloud right now. So cloud is green, Sean. TK cross is bullish as hell. Okay, and that crossover setup between the 10 and the 21 is good. And look at the slope on the 10. That is aggressive, and that's exactly what I want to see. Okay, this is showing a very, very strong trend right now, Cardano. So far, Sean, I'll tell you the targets that I have on the weekly. Okay, we're just going to talk about this one target that I had, the very next one, that comes up at $1.68. Do you have any targets on the weekly?
Yes, I did. Now we've already hit. I talked about this again in yesterday's stream. Yesterday we were sitting at around $1.23, and we had an initial target. We have two targets of $1.34, and the next target was $1.48. Now we hit our first target, and the next target that I'm pretty sure we're going to get to as well is around $1.48, $1.50. Now both these targets, Kusha, are more like mid time frame targets based on the weekly bullish divergence that got triggered. And again, this is something that we did talk about and discuss. So those of you looking to learn, go ahead and check out yesterday's stream. And yeah, those are my midterm targets. As for long-term targets, Kusha, I don't have those kind of levels that you are looking at because I am more of a trend trader. This is what I'm looking at. If we close the weekly above $1.33, I'm looking for long-term continuation to much higher than even $1.66. I'll be looking at $2, $2.50, $5, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty bullish on the shot, and I'm just like what we do for all of our big wins, right? We dream for the big numbers as long as the trend is our friend.
Exactly. Well said. Okay, so this is what Cardano is up to on the weekly. Now, is there any other high time frame that you're looking at, Sean? 2-day or daily, or any of those that you find that
the
Cardano?
2-day.
Okay, cool.
The 2-day. I'm glued to the 2-day. I've been looking at the 2-day, pretty much only the 2-day, and using the weekly as a foundation to pick up trades, right? So the 2-day is where we are sticking to our accumulation trades, right? Where we
Mm-hmm.
build a position, and the weekly is where we get a bias from. So the weekly is our bullish bias set a chart, right? Are we bullish? Are we bearish? And then I'm picking up positions on the base of the 2-day time frame. And Krisha, now again, guys, it depends on what indicators you are using, but I've been keeping super stress free, using the Mango dynamic ever since like always since around 23 cents, right? And you guys can see that this is where we got our setup from. We had the falling channel onto the Mango dynamic support right over there at what was coming in at 96 cents, which lined up really, really well with a lot of the candle closes on the 2-day. Krish, are you seeing the bull flag that we had in around the mid of Feb, 10th of Feb, all the way to around the 20th of Feb? Right? So 10 days, we put in a consolidation over there, right up against the Mango Dynamics new support level, the purple
Mm-hmm.
zone, right? And what happens right after? In yesterday's candle, we bounced off it and we closed a new 2-day candle high close, right? So we closed above $1.32. That's really, really bullish. Now the question is, do we close a weekly here too? That will have that confluence that I'm looking for on my weekly candle close high as well as my 2-day candle close high. After that, if we take out the high of $1.47, I'll be looking towards $2.
Ooh. Damn. Okay, so I have $2 as a target as well, actually, but it's contingent on us actually taking out the $1.68. But I totally agree with you in terms of if that weekly actually sees continuation from here, and the weekly is showing strength right now. We're about to put in a new high for Cardano. There is a good chance that this trend actually sees continuation, because what I really like about this is that the consolidation so far, especially on that 2-day time frame, you know, the lower time frames, 2-day daily, it's been pretty healthy. The consolidations have been pretty healthy, and yeah, this looks like it has more oomph.
Definitely.
Right?
I mean, Krisha, I'm super bullish on this. Again, I don't want people to get the idea that can only go up. And I have a feeling that far too many new traders think that that's how charts move, which is why Mango always insists that you guys learn the foundational concepts of trading and not get stuck into that moon boy mentality. But switch on over to your daily, Krisha. You're going to see that the dynamic has now switched from purple to green, beginning to slope towards the upside, right? Beginning to get that angle. And historically, if you go ahead and check when this has happened, ever since we broke out of that 22 to around 18 to 22 cents range, it has given some really, really good trades. Now, remember, it doesn't need to happen every single time, but that's what trend trading is about. You could literally be profitable only 35% to 40% of the time and still be massively successful in terms of your nominal gain, right? And these are concepts that we really drill down in the Mango C program. So
Yeah.
you guys know this more than anyone, right? Where I do the math for you guys. I show you guys over a series of trades that, hey, you do not need to be successful a majority of the time. Now, the beautiful thing about crypto, and this is why I tell people that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Beautiful thing about crypto is that our win rates are in the 75 to 80% range, right? But that is not, you don't even without that, you can be so successful. But crypto is giving you high success rate trades over a period of time, along with the massive wins. So this, guys, is opportunity. I really, really recommend taking advantage of the opportunity, once in a lifetime kind of thing, but you gotta do it right. Always risk manage.
Boom. Risk management comes first, keeps you in the game, and that is the essence also of trading, right? You gotta last. So I'm looking at this, Sean. I'm in awe of this chart right now. This is a proper trade setup here on the daily as well as the 2-day. It's very classic, and you know that I've been playing the dynamic up against actually resistance plays, right? Breakout of resistance, and Cardano USDT on the daily is looking bloody brilliant right now. I actually may, after this video, put on a trade. Cardano USDT looking good, and well, for those of you, I went over Cardano BTC actually earlier today, and even Cardano BTC is looking good. It's taken out resistance in my opinion. So there may be a trade setup here.
Let us know in the comments down below if you guys want us to cover Cardano Bitcoin, and we'll perhaps do that one tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm noticing that a lot of people are only playing the USD charts. So far it just seems moot to be covering the Bitcoin pairings. Now we particularly play the Bitcoin pairings, right, Sean? But
Yep.
that is also based on our goal. Like we're here, our main sort of focus is to collect Bitcoin, hence why we pay attention to that Bitcoin pairing. Now, this is Cardano USDT on the daily. Let's quickly get on over to the 4-hour and then we can wrap this up. Okay, let's see where Cardano could potentially get up to.
I really like the 4-hour, Kusha. We were looking at this for a really good time yesterday in yesterday's stream. We were putting in a beautiful bull flag, right? And everybody was talking about how, hey, the event is already here. We're going to likely dump. And my response to that was, hey, the charts are not telling me that, right? Because people say, hey, the Coinbase announcement is done. You sell the news, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's completely valid to look for the weakness on the charts once the news is out. But I wasn't seeing that. I was seeing strength, and I talked about this yesterday, and we went through a few examples of news historically too, and we're like, no, this is looking like it wants to continue, and we are seeing the continuation now. Bull flag broke up, made its measure move to $1.44, but yeah, let's see.
Yeah. You're saying the $1.44 region was the measure move for the bull flag, right? And this
Yeah.
is something that I was looking at, and I can't believe there are a lot of people that were saying that this is weakness, and you're right. A lot of people were saying that, okay, the move is done now that the news is out. But that's not what the technicals were telling us. And just yesterday we were talking about this in terms that the technical really paints the fundamental background of things and what is likely going to happen.
Yep.
And the technicals here, guys, look at this entire range, the bull flag range. We're putting in a series, okay, of higher lows there. And we're edging up, not even losing something like the 10 SMA. We were well above that 10 SMA. And that was a very, very strong tell on, hey, this may very well see continuation to the upside. And that's exactly what we got on this candle right here on March 17th, right? That was a good 8%. That was an 8% candle in 4 hours. And so far, I think this is looking bullish. Now, I do believe that the next region that price is likely going to test is once again, guys, $1.68. One thing I've noticed, Sean, is that the weekly levels, they play extremely well even on the 4-hour time frame. And that's what makes this chart absolutely beautiful.
Yep, good point. Really good point. So, Krishna, just to highlight your levels again, you're saying that you have your next target or your next resistance level coming in at $1.62 and then $2 after that, right?
Yes. So these are the main weekly levels. Of course, you know that I've been looking at the midpoints, right? So the midpoint, honestly, on this range just lines up with the previous high that we put in at around $1.50.
All right. And what about towards the downside? Do you have any support levels underneath?
Yeah. So the
that
downside,
people could be looking to buy.
Yeah. So this is what I'm looking at. Okay, $1.31. Okay, because of how aggressive the trend is. Now, it's very important to kind of look at the overarching trend and look at how aggressive it is. I'm noticing that this may actually get picked up before. Okay. But if I get that retest, I think I'm actually likely going to jump in. But that $1.31 is going to be key. That is also a weekly level. And that is the level that we actually broke out of on the daily and the 2-day time frame.
Yep. That is a weekly level, Krisha. That is a daily level. That is a 4-hour level. That is likely going to be a very, very contested level too. So we're going to get a lot of clues along that level.
Yeah.
Right. So guys, when you find a level like this, right, where you're seeing so much confluence across multiple time frames, you can use that level for high conviction trades and easy mango trades. And what do I mean by easy mango trades? An easy mango trade is a trade when you know you're wrong really, really quickly and really, really easy, right? So it's not about being right. It's about knowing when you're wrong. That's what makes a trade easy, right? Being right is just luck, right? It's mostly luck, right? You take care of the downside and the upside will take care of itself. So that's why I like these kind of trades. $1.32 that Krisha just mentioned. Now, guys, now, if we know, hey, we've closed a 4-hour candle underneath it, all right, it's getting a bit shaky, but I'm not really relying on the lower time frame, so I'm going to wait for a 12-hour. Hold up, we've lost a 12-hour too. I'm going to reduce half my position. We've just lost the daily on this level too. I'm out of this trade.
Yeah.
Done. That's easy. That's mango.
Yeah. If I can get a bid on the upline on the dynamic, I think that's going to be splendid. I'm taking that. But yeah, this is all I have for Cardano. Sean, any closing notes on your end?
No, simply keep it easy, play the trend. This is time of opportunity, the year of opportunity. Fortunes will be made, and if you're not careful, those fortunes that you make will be lost as well. So keep it mango, guys.
Well said. With this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, guys.
Ciao.